Hi, friends. How are you? Happy Friday. I see Lori and Renee already on here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for getting on early. We're all doing great. I hope you guys are doing great also. Um, I'm going to just check that we're live here. Okay, we are live on Facebook. That's one thing I love to see. Technology is working good today, and that is what we want today, tonight. So, how is the weather where you guys are? We're cool, but no, we haven't had any rain the past couple days. We had a lot of rain. Roz, good to see you. How's your weather there, Roz? I know it was pretty cool for a while, a week or two, but I'm wondering how your weather is and how you're feeling too. All right, how did your physical therapy go? I know we were all kind of wondering about that. Hello, hello. Xana Baxter, good to see you. Colleen, Hilda, Linda. Xana, I think this is the first time we've seen you on here. Welcome. Happy to have someone from the UK. My sister lived in London, and she's in heaven now, but I visited England a few times and I loved it. Let's see here. Xana, it's been wet. Cherith, good to see you. Cold Wisconsin. Renee, 52 but dropping. Deborah, good to see you. Raining in Pennsylvania. Ruth, good to see you. We already have a lot of people on. Welcome, welcome. Probably because it's a Friday and not an awful lot going on elsewhere. Tina, good to see you. Oh, 78 in North Carolina? Wow, I think you win the prize for the warmest, Tina. Renee is saying in the low 30s. Roz, you are breaking heat records. Oh my goodness. PT going okay, but not fun. Yeah, I hear you. I totally hear you. Well, we've got stuff to talk about today, and I've got a fun fold card for you. Xana. Oh, you're in Norfolk. Okay, okay. So the biggest thing we have to talk about is that this is the last day for free shipping. 3 days of free shipping. And today is the last day. Michelle and Louise from New York. I'm going to put Ellie down. She's kind of groaning. I think she wants to get in her bed. I had to wake her up from a nap. And I think she's sleepy. She's been running around barking. We got a few packages. She barked at everybody. You know how that is. Okay, back to free shipping. What I really wanted to emphasize, I was thinking about it this morning, and I thought about several things with free shipping. So in order to get free shipping, you have to place a $75 order before tax and coupons and rewards. Okay, but when you do that, not only, hey, Paula, I need your address. You want a card, and I wrote your name down on my note sheet here that I need you to email me your address so that I can send you your prize. Peggy at prettypapercards.com. Okay, good. I got that out of the way. So you place your $75 order to get your free shipping. And then because you ordered $75, you can also, for only $5, get the Painted Illusions Designer Series paper, which is the product of the month. And that's great. That brings you up to $80 minimum in your total. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. And for $80, you get 10% in rewards. You'll get $8 in rewards, and you're still getting free shipping. So I was thinking about that, and I thought, what a great deal it is right now to get free shipping. Now, if you're a demonstrator, you back that all up and you get 20% off the retail price, minimum 25% off the retail price, but it counts at the retail price level. So if you bought $75 at the retail price, you subtract 20% of that, and that's what you pay. But you're also getting your rewards, and you can also get the free or you can also get the $5 product of the month. So being a demonstrator is really great. And I wanted to bring that up because you know that in February we're having this join special. And I wanted to just let you guys know, I know I have a lot of demos on here. And I know we all love being demonstrators because we get a discount, we get to find out stuff early. Yes, exactly. Roz, thank you. That is close enough to the $99 where you can just get the do the joining special for only $99. That ships free anyway. You get $125 in product, and from then on you get 20% off, and you get the free stamp positioner during February. Hi Beth, good to see you. So all of these things are such great opportunities, but if you love stamping and you love the product of Stampin' Up, join, give it a try for $99. There's really no obligation, and you don't have to do what I do at all. You can just be a happy stamper, okay? Just be a happy stamper. Get your discount, have fun, and give it a try for 1 quarter and no penalty. And I would love to have you on my team. I'm kind of giving you more information this time because there's only a week left in this join offer. And who doesn't want that stamp positioner for free and free shipping, right? All of that. So that I'm going to emphasize that until the end of the month, just because it's a great deal and they don't come along all that often. They have several joining offers during each year, but they're not always this good where you get a free stamp positioner, and it's a $49 offer. I'm going to round up to 50 just because that sounds better. So you're getting $50 really free, a free product that's worth close to $50. So think about it. You've got 1 more week. And then I want to remind you guys, they've put new last chance products. They do that every couple months, and that means some are on discount. It's a great place to shop. Use that for your in your free shipping stuff. Let's see who that is. Oh, Polly Libby. Good to see you, Polly. Polly, are you coming to On Stage this year in Long Beach? I see several of my friends, Ruth and Beth, are in my downline. They're going to be coming. And I am making you guys special presents. I have special little gifts for my downline. And even my husband is helping me with them. So we're doing some little special things for you guys. I'm very excited about On Stage. It's less than a month away now. It's like 3 weeks. It's March 11, 12, and 13. Am I right? 12, 13, 14, something like that. And I'm really excited, and I want to see any of you who come. Email me, text me, message me, let me know that you're coming because I really want to see you. We're going to have a ton of fun. Was that all I was going to say? I think that was all of the announcements, and now we can get on to our fun fold card for today. So, the fun fold we're making today, it's not a fancy like pull out one like we did. Polly, you're not going to come. Oh, poo. I enjoyed meeting you in North Carolina. We enjoyed meeting each other. So, okay, maybe next time though, right? All right, let's go ahead and turn you down. And we are going to see what we're going to make today. So last week we made an explosion card. So this one is not that fancy. I have 2 versions. We're going to make the second one. But it's a fun little card that opens like this. It's a simple opening, but I really like it. And it goes with anything that's a circle thing. Oh, Paula, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's not a hard card to make, especially once you make 1 or 2, you kind of get the hang of it. But I think it's just different, and it is a fun fold. And this one is the one I started out with. And I liked this, but of course I didn't like the color enough because it didn't have pink in it. So I tried some more of this paper. Now this paper is called Splash of Sparkles. And in case you haven't seen this paper, and both of these are made with this paper, let me pull out my Splash of Sparkles. I think I've shown it to you before. It's an online exclusive, and it has silver and gold in it, and it's just, so this is like the back of this paper. No, it's another one I was thinking of using, but anyway, let me just put the cards to the side to show you. And these are just quarter sheets, so this goes all the way across, right? And there's the blue, that was all on one sheet. You can see the back and the front. And I like this one too. This is pink and blue. It's all a little bit wild, and it's great for birthdays, I think, because it's just downright fun. So I'm just going to run through these so you can see them. Let's see, I think we might have gone through almost all. This is the one we're going to use today. We're going to use this. No, I used that on the orange card, the Timid Tiger card. But anyway, isn't that fun paper? So if you're wondering, hi Julia, good to see you. If you wonder where to find it, it's in the online exclusives, but you can just search. You know, I'm a big proponent these days of the search bar on the Stampin' Up website. The search bar, you can put anything in there. Like you can put thank you. Julia likes it too. Yes, it's beautiful paper. You can put, for example, thank you in the search bar on the demo website or on the Stampin' Up website, and you can find a whole bunch of things that have thank you on them. It's really, I think it's an absolutely great way to find things. Just a little tip there. Okay, so we're going to make this particular card here, and we're going to use for our stamp a stamp that's in the annual catalog. I thought, oh, you know, I'm in my birthday card era. Remember, I told you I need a lot of birthday cards. And so I went back to this one because I like this stamp that's a circle. And I thought I'd show you. You know, sometimes we forget about the annual catalog because it's been out for a while. But I love this set, Encircled with Love. And it fits the 1 7/8 inch circle punch. But I'm not going to use that today. I'll tell you why in a minute. But I do love it. But, I mean, how often do we use circle punches, right? You're a fan, too, of the search bar, Renee. Yes, love that. So this is the stamp set. It's on page 36. It's a standalone stamp set. But like I said, it goes with the 1 7/8 inch circle punch. And I just love it. So we're using that particular stamp. And then we're also going to use, to make all these circles, one of my basic die sets, and it's Stylish Shapes. We're going to use the 3 largest circle dies. And this is why I didn't want to use a punch for our card, is that I like the stitching on the Stylish Shapes dies. They've been around for a while, and I think they're going to be around a while longer because they're such classic. And if you want to make cards with stitches on the circles, this is the die set for you. And let me just show you. So we're going to make this, has 2 sets of stitches, this border circle, and then because I cut out the sentiment with one of these dies, it has the stitches around it too. And I just think that's so, I like it. I like the stitching, I really do. So let's get started with our card here. And I've got all of our goodies. And again, like I always mention, oh, I'm sorry, maybe I'm not talking loud enough. Donna, hello, welcome. I did turn my sound all the way up, but I'll speak louder. Sometimes it's my soft voice. I'm sorry. So as I mention all the time, get out a paper and pencil if you want all the dimensions, because I don't, unless you're taking a class to go or you're in one of my classes, I do not make tutorials. They take a long time. So I reward my class to go people with tutorials, written tutorials. So you can jot down the measurements here. Okay, so we're going to start with a Highland Heather piece of cardstock, and I've cut the 8.5 by 11 piece in half at 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, and I'm getting out my paper trimmer, and we're going to cut this instead of 8.5, we want it to be 6 3/4. So we're going to have to get our little arm up there, and we're going to cut this at 6 3/4. And then we're going to score, move our cutting blade out of the way, and score at 4 1/4, just like this. Okay. It's a fun little design. So that is a little short card. Now I'm going to go ahead, let's cut out all the designer series paper while we have the paper trimmer here. So this is the piece that's going to go on the inside of the card from that Splash of Sparkles designer series paper. And we want this to be 5 1/4 by 4 because it goes on the inside of the card. Okay, 5 1/4 by 4. Then we need a piece for the top area of the card, and I'm going to use the pink. It's pretty in pink. It goes with it's this design in this pack of paper, and I'm going to use this for the top area. And this one is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So this was a scrap I had. Here's 5 1/4, and let's do 2 1/4. All right, now what we're going to do is cut a piece of basic white, because I don't know if I showed you, but you need a place to write when you open your card, because this is so busy and pretty. This is the activity of the card. So I want a piece of basic white, and this is going to be the same size as that top designer series paper that I just cut, and that is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay. Now we're going to do a little something fun, and I'm going to show you how we're going to work this out. So here's our flap. We're going to call this the flap, and let me really press that down with my bone folder. Okay. And we want the designer series paper on the front, and we want the white on the back of the flap. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these down now. Jeanne, good to see you. And of course, this would look great with any color, any designer series paper. I'm putting glue in the middle because, well, you'll see in a minute. So we're going to, let me move this over so you can see it a little better. There you go. Okay, there's our designer series paper on the front flap. And then we're going to add our basic white on the back, because this is where you can write. And I'm going to put some more glue across there, and you're going to see in a minute why. Okay. Now we're going to get out our big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the one I call Mr. Smooth, because he is quite smooth. Okay, now let's take a look at our dies. In fact, let me take off the top plate here. We're using the 3 largest circle dies in the stylish shapes, okay? The largest one we want for the frame of the circle on the front. So I'm going to set that aside right now. The smallest one is what we want for our happy birthday. I'm going to set that aside. The medium one is what we want to cut our flap. So I'm going to put my card open with the flap right here, and I'm going to put that medium circle. Now I don't know what she's barking at. Goodness sakes alive. Okay, we're going to put our medium circle right there, and we're going to cut through all those layers. And I'll show you how neat that's going to be. I'm going to go forward and backward to make sure I get all the layers cut. It's taken my muscles. I think I'm going to stand up here. I have to turn it a little bit the other direction. Okay, now I'm going to come back. There we go. That took some energy, just because I have 3 layers here. And let's confirm that it went through. It looks like it went through all the layers, which is what we want, hopefully. Hopefully. We might have to trim that white a little bit. But that's exactly what we wanted. Let me get out my scissors and I'll just trim that just a little bit. That's a lot of layers to go through, but I felt like it would be the most efficient, you know? Okay. So there we go. And you're not going to see that. Don't worry. There's a couple little frayed edges, but we are not going to see those. Now what we're going to do is we are going to cut our frame, our circle frame. So we're going to go with our large circle die, and then the one we just used, which is the one right under that, size-wise, in the stylish shapes. Okay. And put them together like that. And we'll just run this through. And that one only takes one run through. And that's going to create our little frame that we want. Now you're going to end up with an extra Highland Heather circle that you can use another time. But this is our little frame, okay? And now we're going to play. Now we're going to make it come to life. Let me get these things setting over to the side. Okay. Now we have our opening here. Can everybody see that opening? And it does have stitching, but we're not going to work, you're not going to see it because we're going to cover it with this circle, the frame. And this is how it's going to look, just like that. First, we're going to go ahead and those are just some little crumbs from the die. Let's go ahead and put our piece of designer series paper on the inside. Once you get the hang of this, you could zip out quite a few of these, cutting these cards kind of right in a row, because I think it is kind of a cute card. Okay, so we've got our inside, and now what we're going to do, I made a little mistake, so I'm going to caution you. Would you not cut two frames? Renee, we definitely could. I guess I just have not been, and it really wasn't a problem because it looks stitched on the inside. That's my sample, which I thought, and it would actually cover that because that didn't come out too well. Okay, let's do it. Thank you. You guys are so great to remind me of stuff. I think that would look nice. Let's do it. Great idea, Renee. So here's my little packet of all my little crumbs of each color. Let's see if I have one that's about that size. I think I'm going to have to go with this one. This is how I keep all the little pieces parts in my cupboard. And I have the label on the front, so I know what it is. Okay, let's do another one. Great idea. You're just making this card even better, Renee. So we'll turn these right side up and see if we can get that just right. Okay. Oops. It moved. Boo-boo. Let's get it just right. Okay. There we go. Everybody wants to know how Roz is doing. We love you, Roz. You know that. Okay, now we have 2 extra circles, right? And we're going to end up with 2 frames. Okay, good call. Now, what I wanted to tell you earlier is the mistake I made was I put the glue on the back of the circle, forgetting that the circle is only gluing to this part. So that's where you want to be careful. And you just want to put a little strip of glue all the way around that edge. It doesn't need to be a lot, just a little. I think I got too much right there in the beginning, but enough to hold it on. Okay. And now we'll put our frame right on there. And because it's glue, we can move it around and make it look just right. Okay. Just get a little glue off of there. So there's our front, and I see I got it a little lopsided, didn't I? You know what? Let's put that one on the inside. We'll start again. Okay. I see I cut that a little bit lopsided. Okay, this one is much better. We'll do that again. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Now we can put this little one on the inside, and I don't think anyone would notice as much. Do you? Don't tell, okay? Promise me you won't tell anybody. This is our secret. We don't tell secrets that happen in the craft room. And I think I'll put the wider edge down at the bottom there. Thank you, Renee. I'm so thankful that you had that idea. I thought of it earlier, but I didn't really think it was necessary, but it does look necessary. It looks much nicer this way. Just move them a little bit. Oh, guess now I need to kind of glue these together, don't I? Okay. Let's do that. Now we have another bit of, you know, we have to think about other things like gluing these together. Just put a little bit of glue along here. Just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Frame, yes. Yes. I did put, that's right, I could put the glue all the way around. That's right, now that we're doing it that way. You're just solving all my problems today. I appreciate that. Okay, so there's our fun little opening, and now we are going to make our little circle that goes inside. Okay, we'll let that dry. And I have a piece of basic white, and we're going to stamp our stamp. If you came in late, we're using the Encircled with Love stamp set from the annual catalog. And I'm going to use some Highland Heather ink to go along with our our cardstock that's our card base. And because I'm making birthday cards, because I'm seriously out. I have a lot of birthdays, and I keep using the ones that we're making. So I need to keep making more. I think that's just such a cute little birthday wish with the little swirls and loops on the edge, don't you? I really like that. Okay. So again, you could punch it out with a 1 7/8 inch circle punch, but because I want the stitching to match the rest of the card, I'm going to use another one of the stylish shape dies. And that way it'll just coordinate with the rest of the other circles. Okay. We'll just run this through. Oops, it kind of moved. I don't know why it's moving today. I want to get it just right. I know you guys like to get things just right too, don't you? I know you do. Let me pull that out a bit and just put it straight down. Okay. There we go. Smooth, Mr. Smooth. Really love that die cutting machine. Okay, so here's our little inside sentiment. And you can see we've already made our frame. I'll put it up here, maybe you can see it a little bit better. And this is going to fit very nicely inside there, leaving lots of room for them to see the pretty designer series paper underneath. And we're just going to use a couple of dimensionals to lift that up, just a couple, just to make it stand up a little bit. And you want to make sure to put your sentiment on with the card closed so that you can get it right side up and perfectly centered in your circle. As close to perfect as possible. And you see we did put that white, basic white cardstock here so that you can write, because there's really no other area to write. Now what we have to do, now what we get to do, is decorate our little card, and we're going to use purple fine shimmer gems. I checked to make sure everything is available that we're using today. It's all available in the online store. And this is Bubble Bath Faux Linen Ribbon. I just had to bring in some more pink, you know. So we're going to tie a nice loopy bow and just attach it. You don't have to at all, but I like my bows, so I'm going to do that. Get that little guy through. Okay, that's a pretty cute bow right there. And we're going to put that right up here with a little mini glue dot. Where does that? There it is. Just get one little mini glue dot. Come on, baby. Okay. And you could put it in the center. That would be very cute too. But I kind of liked it on the side. So I'm putting my bow on the side, right on the little mini glue dot, just like that. And because there's so much paper here, this is fairly thick. You do need to go back and use your bone folder to keep the fold down. And after a while, I've had one of these that I made a year or so ago, and it does fold after a day or so. The fold really stays closed. Okay, now let's decorate it with some of these purple fine shimmer gems. They're absolutely perfect for us right here because they go just perfectly. Just like this. We'll just put 3. You could put 5. You could put, put more around. And I think I'm gonna, I don't know, should I put one down here? I think I will. I'll just put one right down there, right on the little sentiment circle. Ooh, and we can do one other thing. We can stamp our envelope. I forgot about that. Let's stamp it with the happy birthday so that the person who receives the card knows that it's coming, that their birthday wish is coming inside. Isn't that just the cutest stamp? I really like it. Karen, good to see you though. No problem if you're late. Okay, so there is our fun card. I have no idea what this is called, but I think it's really fun. And definitely put the word prize if you want to win this next week, next Friday. All the names I put in the random number generator, and one name pops, one number is chosen. So this will be the prize for next week. And here was our sample. It turned out pretty close. I had the envelope that went with that. Here we go. So I have one to keep for me to send to my friends who are having birthdays, and one for you guys. So I think this is super cute. The paper is beautiful. Love, love. It's fun to make birthday cards. I think that's one of our most important things, is to send birthday cards, because people just don't do that often. And that's what we do, isn't it, as stampers? Okay, let's give away the prize from last week. And the prize from last week is that explosion card we made. That was kind of a big deal. I don't usually make cards that fancy. Thank you all. It is a cute card, but I want you to make one too and let me know. You can post your card under in the comments if you make one and show me what you make. I love to see that. Okay, so this is our explosion card from last week. It looks very just nice on the outside. You wouldn't think much about it, and then woohoo, it opens inside. And I did look up, some of you did say it was explosion. We wondered if it was really technically an explosion card. And I did do some checking, and they call this an explosion card, and then they call the really big whoop ones that are bigger and better. So I think we can call it an explosion card. So if you want to go back, the video is on Facebook and it's also on YouTube, so you can go back and make this if you want to. And our winner from last week is Cherie. Cherie, I saw you on this call. I think I did on this on this live. So congratulations, Cherie. I will get this card out to you. I've got several to get in the mail, along with some of my birthday people. So that's one of my goals tomorrow, is to get my birthday cards going and my prize cards out to you. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget, today is the last day of free shipping until midnight Mountain Time. So if you want to get your wish list filled, do it now before midnight Mountain Time. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love for you to